Okay, y'all, right here, I got this very large peel bottle. Today is the Just Our Imagination Challenge, and we picked 3 items to challenge each other with to make DIYs with. I picked peel bottles, so I had an abundance of them. I was like, I got to use these things. So what I did was painted that in light mocha, and then I'm going to take red Cricut vinyl here, or vinyl from Dollar Tree, any kind of vinyl you got, and I cut those, or, those foam brushes, those wood handles. I'm sorry, my dogs are tap dancing. That's what I used here, and I just wrapped them in that red vinyl. I end up covering that later. You'll see why. It was a mess. And then I take 2 more, and I'm going to cut down some green vinyl, and I'm going to wrap 2 in the green vinyl. And then, after we get that done, I'm going to take black vinyl, I know, and I cover all this too later. Not the green part, but y'all will see. This thing gave me fits, and I laughed so hard, and I can't wait for y'all to see this thing. But anyway, I'm taking some black vinyl here, and I'm going to trace out the top of it, and, so I can stick it on top of that peel bottle right there. And I cut off the excess. And originally and then I take another peel bottle, it's a shorter one, and I wrap it in black vinyl. And here, I'm going to cut this down to 3.5 inches. I tell you what, I was talking to Brenda on the phone. That's the only thing I measured, and I'm glad I did because I really messed up. Because when I pulled that vinyl, that paint stuck to it, and it didn't want to stick again. But anyway, I covered everything with a coat of Mod Podge. That is the hat, and these are the legs with the boots on it, and then the red ones are the arms. But I took 2 16 millimeter half bead. No, I used the 12 millimeter half beads and painted them in that light mocha too. These are going to be his little hands. And then I'm going to take Aileen's tacky glue and glue them on. Yeah. See, and there, that's already a different color vinyl, if you can tell. Hey! Again, today is the Just Our Imagination Challenge. It's hosted by me and my best friend Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIYs. And last month's winner was Crazy Pants. I got to tell you guys what. Well, first of all, her name isn't Crazy Pants. It's Joanna. But it's Joanna's DIY Life. And she is my sister, I think. Long lost sister. She is more country than me, you guys. You've got to check her out. She's so funny.
Ain't it nifty? Kathyjodiys 50. Happy birthday to you. And many more. I love you, Kathyjo.
Imagine getting something that pretty for your birthday. That's her. Anyway, but I took that ribbon there from the Dollar Tree, and I cut little tiny slices in it, and I'm going to wrap it around my arm. I did the same thing with some green, that green shiny ribbon from the Dollar Tree. And then I take those little balls, and I cut them in half, and I put them on top of my arms. And then to cover up that gap, I take that green cord. I got that from Dollar General, you guys, for $1. And that was down by my mama's house. And so, anyway, I just wrap it around 4 times. And then I decided to take that leather from the Dollar Tree and cut it down and make my boots with that. And then, yep. And then, y'all, I really wanted you to see how to do that. But, I took in, I don't know what I'm doing. I cut off the excess. But, okay, here, this wasn't necessary, but I took my Ryobi, Dremel, and I took off all, because at the time I couldn't find my heat tool, but then I find it, you'll see. But this was the next day I found it. But I really needed it off that one, but the other one, I didn't. And if you guys do that, be very careful, because when that pops, like any of y'all is ever going to make this nutcracker out of pill bottles. But anyway, those little pieces were flying off and burned my arm. But I found my heat tool the next day, and that little fruit cup from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to punch little holes in it and go all the way around and cut that top off and try to smooth it out the best I can, but I can't. I'm terrible using that thing. I always chunk it somehow and it always looks awful. But I'm trying to make the hole big enough to put my nutcracker guy in, see? And then I was like, okay, I got this. And then I said, bam, on top, and it split. But I was like, whew, it just cracked. That's good. Um, so I hot glue it to him all the way around. It's going to be part of his jacket. I know, right? Anyway, I'm going to take that velvet ribbon that I got from the Dollar General, and I'm going to fold a piece back, and I'm going to hot glue it down the front of him, and I'm going to tuck it up underneath his skirt. That's what we're going to call it, even though it's his jacket, but this is what I'm going to do. And then when I do that, I'm taking that red velvet from Dollar General, and I'm going to fold the ends of it down. And that piece I wrapped around the top part of his body, leaving a gap. Again, it's his jacket, and the green is supposed to be his shirt. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making stuff out of pill bottles and fruit cups and paintbrush handles. Anyway, and then I'm going to take and wrap it around his skirt there. But, well, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And see, I try to fold it at an angle. I was messing it up to make it match up with his jacket. And I left the back just unglued and like that so I can cut a piece out. And I can fold it over on itself to make it go at the angle that I need it to go, going around a fruit cup. Anyway, well, I will hot glue it sometime today. No wonder this video is so long. And then, because I deleted all that out, except that part. Oh my gosh, I didn't know there was more. Okay, now I'm going to take a piece of that velvet, and I folded it in half, and then I cut it at an angle down like the center of it. And I'm going to take one piece for one side. No, first I cut it in like that. I cut it in half. Then I cut it from end to end at an angle because I thought I was going to be using it straight, and I couldn't. And there I'm just trimming it up, trying to make them more even. And I hot glue that down the front sides of his jacket. I know, you guys. I'm telling you. This thing took forever. And I laughed so hard. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to hot glue his arms on. I keep having to go in and delete stuff. I know I was falling asleep. Every time I edit, I fall asleep. But you guys, most of these I finished today, except him. I started on him, I don't even know when. But I'm going to take that gold cord that I got from the Dollar General, and I'm going to glue it like down around his little jacket like y'all will see. See, right there on the outside like it's folded back. I know, I'm crazy. I keep stopping and starting this and stopping and starting this because I left a bunch of crap in that y'all really don't want to see. Okay, and then I cut little tiny pieces, and I put them across his jacket like that. See, I just didn't know. I was thinking in my head, what does a nutcracker look like? And it just, I don't know. This is what I did. I might have been extra. But I took some more of that velvet ribbon, and I wrapped it around his arms, and I just, like, pinched it, like, just pinched it there. And then I cut off that excess for his cuffs. And, then I take that red trim. I don't think I do that. Did I? Y'all's like, I don't know. No, I didn't. I showed you that for nothing. But I cut that leather again at a half an inch, and I'm gonna hot glue that on there as his belt. Yeah. I think I need to re-edit this thing. But anyway, then I cut another piece of that leather at 1 inch, and I wrapped it around the base of that hat where that, blank space was. Anyway, that I trimmed off. But I got these little tiny, I don't know what those are. Those were given to me. They're just little tiny gold, like, they look like flowers or something. But I put 2 on each boot, and then 1 on each side of his jacket there. And then gave him cufflinks. That's what those are for his little jacket cuffs there. I told you I'm crazy. And then I'm taking another piece of that velvet ribbon. Man, that stuff really did me good. And I cut it like triangles in it, you know what I mean? And then I'm going to cut it in half because I'm going to put that around the top of his hat right there. Yeah, just hot glue that on there. But I had a little space that stuck up, but I thought it looked cute. So I didn't cut the excess off the top. Plus, I didn't want the top to show with that piece that I'd glued on there. So I just left it up high. And that's why I put that bottle in there so it wouldn't like collapse in when, yeah, I put the hot glue that on. Anyway, and then I'm going to take some of more of that shiny green ribbon from the Dollar Tree and wrap it around his hat, and some of that red brick rack from the Dollar Tree and wrap that around the base of his hat. And then I'm going to cut some more of those little red balls in half, and I'm going to hot glue them to his hat. And I think I hot glued three of them. Yeah. See? Anyway, you guys, how you doing? I've been busy, and I hope you guys aren't disappointed in this video. This was some crazy stuff. Toilet paper, pill bottles, and a mop head. And I struggled with all of them. I'm like, what in the world am I going to make? But anyway, I took that, I'd put my lid back on because I'd covered it in leather. Y'all didn't see that because then I wasn't going to use it, and then I ended up just screwing it back on. So y'all don't even have to do that. Just paint it black or something. But I took that super glue gel and I super glued his legs to a piece of craft stick, and then I glued it up underneath him. But here I'm showing you, I'm trying to draw Nutcracker's face, and I cut out a little piece of wood at a 45-degree angle and hot glued it on as his nose. One of them little flat bamboo sticks. I thought that was in here. I must have deleted it, but this face, y'all, is, look. My husband said, leave that in there and show them. No, I fixed it. But y'all saw what I did. I don't know how to do a Nutcracker face. I could not get it right. But I painted one of them plaques from the Dollar Tree and a skewer. That's why I didn't fill the hole. I stuck it down in there and I hooked him to it, and I hot glued the bottom of his feet and the top of that skewer so he would stand there. I mean, he stood up, but that hat was heavy. He might fall over. But I'm just going to take some greenery and I'm going to pretty up that little plaque in the front. And I took some holly leaves and some pine and I don't even know, those little gold and red balls right there, you guys. And yeah, y'all's about to say, oh, and where did that footage go? I made him a mustache and a beard out of a Santa Claus, tinsel Santa Claus from the Dollar Tree. I just cut little pieces out and I wrapped it around for his hair and his mustache and beard. And I just made him a black mouth and some blue eyes. He's cute though, right? It's crafty craftism time. Man, y'all's been busy. But I just want to give a thank you to Miss Sybil Crump, Sylvia Mitchell, and Shelly Ray for the money that you put in Cash App, and Sylvia for buying my pumpkin. And Rhonda, oh gosh, I love this. She duped my pumpkin I did a couple years ago. And instead of spray painting it black, she spray painted it orange, and it looks better because it actually looks like it's rustic. And I like that. Beautiful, Rhonda. And Cynthia, man, she has been busy, and she duped my little reindeer I made like 4 years ago, you guys. And I love that sign up in the corner. And Belinda Barnes, look at those pretty rounds. Great job. Love them. Love them. And this is her best friend, Terry, and her baby. Here's her baby. But she's been busy. Look at all the stuff she's been making. Oh, I went way too fast on the puppy. I wanted to see him longer. Can't undo it now. Oh, well, there you go. There he is again, because that's how I do things. But I think that solicitation sign is for him. Anyway, right here, I ran out of breath. I took one of them mason jars from the Dollar Tree, and I'd removed all the paper from it. I painted it white. And I got this rice paper from DecoPageNapkin.com. The link is in my description box, you guys. I'm an affiliate. But all their big pieces of rice paper is like $3. I mean, it's amazing. And it's beautiful. But I added a coat of Mod Podge, and while it's wet, I go ahead and lay my piece down here. And then I grab a piece of saran wrap, because that's what was closest to me. And I will rub it down with the saran wrap to make sure it's all laid down. And then After it dries, well, I thought I added another coat of Mod Podge, but it was still wet a little bit, and it bled just a tad. But it normally don't. I don't have any problems with it, but look at that. She's like, just stop working and love me. That's all she wants is love. Bless her. Look how pretty. Look at poor little Abby in the background. Abby's like, show me some attention. I mean, she's pulling my hands off the table and everything. She does not want me to work. Go, say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. I hear. So mommy make a mess. I can't even get in and see her. Can't get in and see her. Yeah, and Abby back there all sad. Oh, y'all, she's heavy. She stepped on my kidney and almost peed my pants. But anyway, I sanded off the excess when it was dry, and I'm going to take that ribbon I got from the Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to hot glue it around the bottom and around the top right there. I'm so sorry, y'all. Wait till you see the next one. It is absolutely horrible. And please, if you're new here, don't judge me for that DIY. Well, try not to judge me for the other ones, too. Well, this one's good. Yeah, there's another. Oh, so I took super glue gel and I glued the mason jar top back on it. Actually, I had to steal it from another one. And I got those pine picks, cedar picks, I don't know which one they are, from the Amazon. And I glued one of them on. And then I made me a double loop finger bow and I glued it on. And then I hot glued two little pine cones there. And look, aw, I want to go there for Christmas. Look at it, how pretty. I love it. I think that's very, very pretty. And I hope you all like it too. I'm dying of thirst, you know I am. And yes, I'm still sick, but that's okay. God's got me. Okay, that Miss Victoria Schaefer sent me. And I'm going to take, and of course after I open it, I'm going to cut about an inch off of it. And then sand it down and make it flat. And then I got one of the, that's a 3.5-inch styrofoam ball, I think. No, it's not. It's the largest ones from the Dollar Tree. I can't remember. That's what it is. But here's the mop. This is the other challenge item. Look, I was loading my video when I realized, crap, I didn't even add that one. So, yeah, I had to add this one. It's a challenge item. So, I'm going to take my mop and I'm going to wrap it all the way around her head. Now, listen, I stop and even cut long pieces off to keep it all in the back because I don't want any gaps to be throughout my head. So, if I knew I was going to run out, I just restarted another one all over again. Yeah, so. And then when I'm done, I just take a piece and I wrap and I fill that little hole full of hot glue and I wrap that final piece down in there and then that is it. We're done with that one. Well, not done with the DIY, but done with wrapping it. Yeah, we got a long, this is another long one, you guys. And my editing doesn't help it. And then I'm going to take those mop strands and I'm going to start gluing them like right at the top of her neck, at the bottom of her head. And just gluing them down, just like that. And yeah. Okay, I think y'all know how to do it now. And I leave the strands long for the time being because I just don't know how long I'm going to cut or anything. But it's easier if you take a hot glue and a few of them together and stick them down there. And then I'm going to take my braided jute cord and I'm going to go in between each one of the mop pieces. And I don't know how long I cut them. I think they're hanging down about 3 inches beneath the bottom of that. Yeah. And then I cut the mop off to make it even with those the best I can, make it all even. And then I take a piece of that braided jute cord and I wrap it around her neck, which I go over that later. But I'm going to take some nautical rope here from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to unwind it all the way. And then I'm going to take and start hot gluing it to the back of her neck. But I'm going to glue it the opposite direction. It's not an octopus, I promise. And I'm going to burn the fuzz, or squid. I'm going to burn the fuzz off my rope because these were awful. But see, I'm going to glue upwards, like away from myself. Yeah. And I'm going to do that and I'm going to, I think I do like 3 sections of that. And then what I do is when I'm done with, I don't think I'm done with the back yet. But anyway, yep, there you go. So when I'm done with what I want in the back, I start hot gluing it up at an angle. And I do that on each side until I come up in the center, because I'm like framing out her little face. You know what I mean? With that, that's gonna be her hair, obviously. It looks like, yeah, she's blown in the wind hair, but you know, you'll see. It's so cute. Yep, I didn't need to show all this, but I did. And then when I'm done with that, uh, I don't know how long I cut it either, but listen, when you get to the front, like the top, like the further up you get like that, you need to leave your nautical rope just a little bit longer, because if you recreate this, which I don't know if anybody will, but if you do, yeah, see, because we're pulling it up in a ponytail, and you want to make sure that it's not too short and your ponytail don't fall right. And I'm just going to take a rubber band and do her ponytail up. And then, oh, I'm so thirsty. It'll start laying down. It's crazy. I take that braided jute again, and I fold a piece down, and I top glued, and I roll it like little pinwheel, okay? And then when it gets to the size I want, I just take and hot glue it to itself. And then after I do that, I'm going to go to the opposite end, and there I'm just going to itself, and I'm going to hot glue it, and I'm going to fold it the opposite direction in like an S shape. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there I go. And then I wrapped it the opposite way. And see how we got our little pinwheels, and I'm just gluing them together, and then I'm going to glue those all the way around her head, because that's her finger curls, because we got to fix that line. We don't want that harsh line, you know, going around her head. And I just make them until I have enough to cover all the way around it. But I was going to show you one more time. You hot glue it to itself, roll it, hot glue it again to itself, and I had to cut that one down because it was too long. And I folded it down and went the opposite direction, and when I'm done, I'm going to hot glue it to her little head. You guys, I am so sorry this video is so long, but what I did took time. I could not think for the life of me what to do, and literally almost finished every bit of it today. But I started on the toilet paper one. It's the worst DIY I've ever made in my life. And y'all are going to be like, what in the world? It's awful. I mean, awful. Again, it's one of those I didn't want to add to the... Yeah. So anyway, I took some of that braided jute trim, and I hot glued it around her neck over top of the braided jute cord. And I took this piece of lace. Now, this was just a valance that I got from a Goodwill. And I've been cutting it up and using it for a long time. But I folded it down to make that like her dress to go under her dress. And see the shape of this pattern on there? I thought they were exact, but they're not. They're different on each side. And I was like, well, I'm using it, so it don't matter. But I hot glued that burlap rick-rack trim around her wings, and then I tack it there to the back of her head, because the shape of it looked like wings to me. That was the rest of that valance. And then I take me an oval heel from the Dollar Tree, and I drew a hole in the center of it. And these dowel rods from the Dollar Tree, and it didn't fit. So I'm just going to take my drill and go round and round and round and round and round and make the hole bigger, because I was too lazy to walk over and get a bigger bit. And that's just a true story. Then when I get it to fit, I'm going to cut about 3 inches off of it, y'all. I don't know. I didn't measure any of this. I mean, I was busting my hump today trying to get it. And I've been sick. I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to sleep. But and it's nice to sleep. But look, Kathy made an angel, and its head popped off. I ran that skewer up in there and popped her head right off. I was like, well, nice. But I did that to dig out my hole big enough to put my big dowel rod. I'm just going to hot glue her head back on, but this time that dowel rod's going to be up in there with that, and that should help hold it on, you know. So, yep, just popped her head back on, and then I'm going to add wood glue to, I put the dowel rod up inside of her. Oh, no, that did not sound, don't you guys, no, don't say nothing. Oh, wow, and then I'm going to make us dizzy going on a trip. But I take that silver floral wire, and I like sew it, like weave it in and out of the little holes on that lace trim, because I didn't want her wings to be floppy, but I didn't want them to be stiff. You know what I mean? I wanted them to be kind of flowy in a way. But then I take that macrame ring and a dowel rod, and the macrame ring is from Miss Victoria Schaefer, and the dowel rod's from the Ugly Truth Gals, and I hot glue it to the top of it, and then I take some jute and I wrap it, and so to make it more sturdy, and I'm just going to hot glue that jute to, I wrapped it a little bit to my dowel rod. And then I'm going to take some fairy lights and I'm going to wrap them around my little halo. And I cut my halo stem at a 45-degree angle so I could poke it in her head easier. Well, that wasn't the case. After I took my rubber mallet and pounded it down, surprised it didn't bust my fairy lights. I got it down there in her head. And yeah. And then I take and wrap the rest of the, oh, I had to undo her hair to put my dowel rod in, my that thing in. Anyway, I wrapped the rest of my lights around her head, and I take some more of this mop, and my goodness, and I cut it down really tiny, and I hot glue it to my thing. I wanted that to stay natural looking to match my halo, and because that's her fluffy cloud she's on. I don't know, you guys. And yeah, I'm using my mop, and I just hid that light switch behind her ponytail, and here she is, you guys, and oh my goodness, I think she is adorable. Oh, look at her. Isn't she precious? Look at her little pink curls. Oh my gosh, aren't they the cutest? Am I right? Anyway, I hope y'all like her. I do. Yeah. Okay, this is one y'all should not judge me on if you're new here. This is so bad. But I got those 3 canvases from Five Below. They're 3 for $5. And I was taking my toilet paper and I was separating the plies. And it's 3 plies. I'm not doing this. But anyway, I took Amber school glue and water and I mixed them in a bowl. And I started just putting my toilet paper in there. To get, because if y'all have ever made paper clay before, it's close to the same concept, but I didn't, there's a few ingredients I was missing, but it's just Elmer school glue, water, and nobody's ever gonna make this, trust me, but y'all see I'm making a Christmas tree. But first I tried to start, I can't believe I have to explain it, starting just like my one that last time. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Yeah, this is worse than that. No, I don't know. It's a close tie. Oh gosh, I don't even know. But I try to make like my the center part, the wood part, and you got the trunk and the stem. I don't even know. And look, if your toilet paper was getting dry, you just add a little bit more water, and then if you add, and then add a little bit more glue. I'd say about, okay, let me think. I'm trying to think. I'd say like a half a cup of water. No, I would do half and half. I think that's how I mix it. You guys, I've forgotten so much. But I flipped my branches to go upwards instead of downwards. And then it looks kind of like a menorah, doesn't it? And here I'm just taking a piece. I made a ball, and I'm going to shape out me a little snowman. Oh, it's just horrible. And then I start adding some around the base of it to be like snow. And then I was like, this thing is never going to dry. So I smashed it down and to get all the liquid out and so it would dry. And then I covered it with a coat of Mod Podge. Now look, this thing sat overnight and my snowman was still wet in some of the branches. It'd been in my oven for 5 hours today on 170 to get it to dry, seriously. But anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, so I'm going to take my Antique Green by Folk Art. Love that color. It's my favorite green, especially for Christmas. And I'm going to paint my entire tree. And then I'm going to take Burnt Umber and I'm going to paint the trunk and the stem up the center of it. Not paint it, but like steeple some paint on it, to kind of, I don't know, add some dimension, because I'm like, this is terrible and I'm not a painter and I am not related to Bob Ross, as you can tell. But I take that English ivy, and again, I wanted to add some dimension to it, and it don't matter. You guys, I don't know. This is bad. Anyway, and then I take some Waverly White chalk paint and I paint my snowman and my snow, and I put a little bit of that iridescent glitter in it to try to make it look glistening, and it didn't work. But I went ahead and painted my entire frame white too. But I go ahead and start adding snow to my tree, and I know y'all's like, what? Anyway, I don't know. Oh, and then I took a pick from the fall and I cut two pieces off of it because it was brown, and I made arms for my snowman and drew him a little face, and yeah. And then I'm going to take this ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to add him a little scarf. But I cut it down here, and then I hot glue it up underneath itself like that. Then I flip it up over the one piece, and that's how I make a scarf without wrapping it around, which some of y'all probably know that, but if you don't, there you go. And I did cut little slits in the end of it. And then here I'm going to take and I staple on dusk to try to make that look like a blue sky background, you guys. I even go in between the branches, and this thing is awful. It looks like a kindergarten gardener did. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did that to y'all. Okay. Right here, I got some terracotta pots. Whoo-wee. And Brenda sent me those. She got them from Hobby Lobby. But the plates I got from Hobby Lobby, they was on sale, $1.99. But I'm going to start gluing them together, that Gorilla Glue. And it has to be wet for surfaces like, not wet, damp for surfaces like this. And listen, if y'all recreate these, which these are recreatable, put the dowel rod in it first. Anyway, because then I was like, oh, man. But after I put it together, I was like, ooh, I don't know how well that's going to stay. But I went ahead and kept going. And then, those are from the Ugly Truth Gals. And I shoved my skewer, dowel rod, whatever, down in there. And with that Gorilla Glue, they say it's good if you, if it's stuck together and then you raise it for a few minutes and then set it back together. So I'm basically what I'm doing. But I'm hot gluing that dowel rod down to the base and running all the way through all my terracotta pots and making sure they're good and straight. And then I'm going to take and put the plate on top of it. Oh, I loaded that thing with hot glue for the skewer. But the bottom, I put it upside down. And then the top, I put it right side up. And then I do two of them. And one's just a tad bit shorter. I put some weight on it to dry there. And then I painted them with Rich Black by Folk Art. And then I added the two more tiny terracotta pots to the top of it and didn't paint them. And I lost that footage somewhere. But I'm going to take two more pieces of the pick I got from Amazon, and I'm going to hot glue them to the front of each one, and then I take a cedar pick and I hot glue, and the shorter one, I cut an inch off of each pick that I added. But whatever I do to one, I do to the other. And I take this eucalyptus, and there was two big leaves and two small ones, so the taller one I gave the two bigger leaves, and the shorter one I gave the two smaller leaves, just hot gluing them on. You guys, I cannot breathe. And then I add some berries. Oh, I'm still adding the eucalyptus. And then I add some, oh, there we go, still adding eucalyptus. Red berries to the front of both of them. I just set a pick down on there. Now, these will hold real candles, but I couldn't find mine. So I took the battery operated, whatever. I took those from the Dollar Tree, and I stuck them down in there. And I think these are gorgeous. Yes, I do. You would never know those were terracotta pots. Oh, my gosh, they're so pretty, you guys. Okay. Oh, here's everything. Oh, my goodness. I got to tell you, I'm going to sell that canvas for 50 cents. No, I'm joking. Don't know. I'm not selling that thing. I'm just being silly. It's going in the garbage. But I hope y'all love my little angel and my little nutcracker and my poor little snowman there. But, and my little mason, and my candle holder. Those are my favorite, you guys. But I love y'all so very much, and I appreciate y'all coming back every time I post a video to watch because you guys are just too good to me. And, oh, this is with the lights out, believe it or not. I know, right? Like me, and I wanted you to see her little halo. Oh, no. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying, but okay. Love you. So, this one is from Yasmin. I hope I'm saying that right. I mean, I think I pretty much am. And it's Delmonica, and I was calling her Delamonchi. And I'm sorry, Yasmin. Y'all know I can butcher some names. I mean, yeah. But I've used a lot of the stuff she sent me, and it's opened already. But, you guys, this got me through fall crafting. I mean, so thank you very much. And then, when I said I couldn't find the little wood alphabets at the Dollar Tree, she sent me 4 packs of them, y'all. I put them in this bag, Yasmin, because I've already painted some that's got, you know, that worded, and I love these. I think these are a good addition that, I don't know. I don't want to get into all that because I always run too late. Always. And then this, you guys, I think a lot of y'all, I'm mutilate. Burlap sheets. This is nice. And then, of course, y'all know the pip berries. I used them for the past 3 videos right here. They were thick. I don't know where they came from. Nothing had tags on or anything, but those were nice. And then, I'm going to save those for last. But these, I love these. I love these little cutting boards. You can use them for so many things, especially Christmas time. And yes, those are perfect. And then this one, look how cute this one is. There's a few of them, but, and then look at, this one's just like the other one, but look at this one. That thing is heavy, and I like the shape of it right there. Yeah, and then, but, hold on a minute. I wanted to unwrap something, and now I want to kick myself because I forgot all about this. Look at this ribbon. Oh, and she folds her ribbon like I do. See, she folds it fancier than I do. But anyway, that's how I store my ribbon. I think a lot of y'all know, but look how pretty that is. And I had so many ribbons that would have coordinated with, but you know what? There's always next year, honey, and it will get used because me and Brenda made a pact. We're not going to shop, unless it's necessary. We say that. We're supposed to not. I'll wrap this in a bit. After the new year, because we've got to craft our stashes. But this, oh my gosh, I love this. And I didn't use it, but, and I should have. But see that green? It looks like that's a snowflake. And I think that would be beautiful for, Christmas. Even that black with the gold on it, that is very pretty. I love this. Yes, I do. And y'all know I love ribbon. And wait a minute, and then this, look at this. And I love this trim, but this pretty blue, that'd be good for Christmas too. But yeah, and y'all, she made a card. I want to show you the card she made. And then these, y'all know I love these. I used the tar out of these, but you use these year round. Blessed and grateful, these two say. And then I think I thought there was another one. But look, these little things, I love these little things, and I think I have like 3 packs of them. But look, there you go. I can cut them off and use it with this little chuck. Look how cute that is. Aw, that'd be so cute for a wreath or something.
And then these, y'all. Oh no, I love these so much. Look. Oh my gosh, look. Oh no, I love this. Look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. And then there's this one. Oh, this is going to be perfect for my bee stuff. And then another one. How adorable. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And then, yes, thank you. These. Oh, I love these. I could never get enough. Never. And then, I think, oh my goodness, look. This is nice. I have never seen Jenga come in a wood box, you guys. Yeah, she opened everything, so, but look at that. I love the box. Look at that. Store them right in there. All I'm going to do is put them on a shelf, and I'm going to add some extra ones to there, what I got. I mean, yeah, I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you. And then, oh my gosh, you guys. Look. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I love it. Oh my gosh. I was very, very much, Yasmin. Thank you. And, see, prime example, everything I have is not what I make. But, because I love outside stuff, but I do make the Holly Cow stuff for my house. I love it. So, anyway, I love them. Thank you so very much.
I dropped it. Look at this card she made. It is so cute. I've showed this to my husband, and he's like, oh my gosh, that's talent. I was like, I know. And anyway, look at that. And she even, oh, can you see it? It's glaring. I don't know. Ugh, sorry. Can you see? Anyway, and she even, look, oh. But look. What did you do? Girl. No, 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 no. I have opened this card 5 times.